It is 6 PM and it's still light. That is what I'm talking about. So you might find this vlog is going to be a bit of a weird mix. Bear with me, it's going to be cool. So it's nice actually finally to be able to talk outdoors rather than being cramped up in my showroom. This is kind of now my vlogging studio. The Baskett yard, the great outdoors. But the thing I need to talk about first. Let's get back to the beginning. I'll be showing my age again, but going back about 9 years, I went to film my friend at Weymouth Skatepark. You know, the front Weymouth Skatepark. And upon entry, my friend paid his money. I said that I was only there to film, so I didn't have to pay. The guy said, that's cool, but just be aware that there's young kids around. And at first when I heard him say this, I actually thought he meant there's going to be young kids around, so don't go riding around like a madman because you might crash into them. But obviously he didn't mean that. Fast forward a few years after that incident, I went down to Truro to ride the Platzer there, down in Cornwall. And after a while of riding, I decided to get my camera out. Some woman come rushing over and she said, you can't film here. And we had a bit of a discussion and she explained that you couldn't film there because of the young kids and all that sort of thing. You know, I didn't argue. I just packed in my bag. We went on a street ride instead. But I found it kind of strange. And then there was last week, in the episode where I went to Pilton Skatepark, there was an incident where I had my phone filming a time lapse and I was off filming with my big camera. And some guy had turned up with his 2 young kids and they were scooting around, they was having a good time. But I suddenly realised that he walked into the middle of the skate park, noticed my phone was there, and he just stood there staring at it. So I was actually staring at him, staring at my phone. Then he caught me staring at him, staring at my phone. Then he kind of rushed off behind my phone to see if it was actually recording. And the look he gave me was unbelievable. And the look was as if to say, why are you filming? And the look was kind of like, aren't you too old to be doing this? That was the look I got. And it felt like a kind of a hostile situation. It was kind of like, he was kind of upset that my phone was there recording. And it was actually recording before he even turned up. And after he seen that my phone was recording, he went over to some other parents that were there, and they was all having a big discussion, and they kept looking over towards my phone. So, to sort of chill it out, I actually went over to my phone, I stopped the recording, I put it in my bag, put it away. But it was just a weird situation to be in. And have any of you found yourself in that situation? Where kind of adults look at you really strange because you're filming with a camera? But that is how it is these days, you need to understand that. If they're going to sort of turn up to a skate park with their really young children and expect to use it like a play park, and then look at people that are a bit older with cameras and stuff and kind of look down their nose at them, it's a bit weird. But the thing is, I understand it from a parent's perspective, even though I'm not a parent myself. I can kind of understand it, but they've got to understand. A skate park is not a playground, simple as that. And there are going to be people always there filming, especially the older generation. It is what it is. So I just needed to get that off my chest. And I'm actually going to show you the time lapse where the guy actually stood in front of my phone and just stared at it. Here's the clip. And you can kind of see, when he thought it was actually recording, he kind of rushed round to the actual screen of my phone just to see if it was recording. And the look, it was unbelievable, the look he gave me. And it's one of those situations where I kept my mouth shut. I could have opened my mouth and said, like, you know, what's your problem? I didn't say nothing, I let him carry on. I didn't want to turn the situation into sort of like a hostile situation, especially when there's a load of kids and stuff around. Finally, he left in the end, but it got rained off the whole situation. I went back the next day, as you know. But yeah, it was just weird. So anyway, rant over. Yeah, I'm at my skate park. I've only got about a half hour left of light. I've got some more ply to put down on the floor over there. And after that, I've got to do something else. So it was only 2 seconds ago that I was picking up my BMX from Mountain Cycle Works because he built me a new wheel. And now I've got to take the mountain bike in because that's broken as well. In that edit, when I was testing the trail, I snapped the chain. I also broke some other little bits, but he's ordered all that up. Sam Kirk is going to work his magic on my bike again. Yeah, this thing here is all bent. So I've got to load the bike up, get it over to his, and then me and Grace are celebrating.
You wish they'd come in straight.
How did that happen?
You're an idiot.
My dreams come true.
Take the piss. Your lace is undone. You're gonna trip. Do your lace up.
So you're guessing what all that was about. Me and Grace have now been together for 4 years. 4 years! How have we managed it?
Fuck knows how I've managed it.
That's what I just said, how have you managed it? Well, I'm glad you have. Fist bump.
Strong woman.
She's a strong, independent woman who needs a good, strong man. You over there? She just swallowed her polo. You must have heard a joke. So yeah, every year we reach, or every year we get to, we take a trip to Linton Lymouth. It's kind of our sort of getaway place where we get all sort of romantical and, you know,
Actually act like we like each other.
we act like we like each other and snog each other's face off and all that sort of thing. I actually touched her bum today as well in public. So you could say things are getting quite serious. So yeah, a little trip to Linton Lymouth. We're gonna grab some beverages on the way home, and after that, I need to go pick my mountain bike up because Kirk has got it fixed all up. One croissant for me. Yeah, mate. Croissants all day. So yeah, I'm here at Amp Cycle Works. Sam Kirk has worked his magic again. So what have you done for me? Well, we've got brand new E13 LG1 Plus race guide, top box, bash guard and bottom idler, brand new PCX1 SRAM chain, new gear cable, new seat post cable, a bit of sound deadening mastic tape and some sound deadening heat shrink up on the cables. So really pimp, race spec, ready to ride. So yeah, I might as well move in here. I'm here pretty much every week, either with my BMX or the enduro bike or my 29er. And once again, he has worked his magic and yeah, it looks amazing. So now I've got to do the long cycle from here to my house, which is about 4 miles. Bed it in, roll off a few curbs.
Yeah, no disaster 180s though. Not a BMX bash, guys.
I actually did say, I said, can I actual sprocket on the little guard he's put on there? He said, no, can't do that. This ain't for BMX.
Rocks and roots maybe, but 180 disasters are probably its limit.
But yeah, thank you very much. You are the man,
anytime,
as
bro.
always.
Anytime.
That looks sweet. And look at the tools. Look at those tools. My bike is back home, my bike is back on the rack. That is all sweet, ready for some more sort of downhill adventures. And yeah, this vlog's been a bit of a random mix, but it's all good. Me and Grace celebrating 4 years together. I'm celebrating again because my bike is fixed. Sam Kirk's worked his magic again. Started off this vlog with a bit of a rant about not being able to film certain places. A little bit strange. Both my bikes are now fresh as a daisy, BMX and mountain bike. More videos are going to be coming soon, so stay tuned. Thanks for watching this one. Bye for now.